I remember after Biden's completely botched withdrawal from Afghanistan, you said on this show that the way in which America pulled out of Afghanistan makes an invasion of Ukraine by Russia much more likely and an invasion of Taiwan by China much more likely. That's the next question that Joe Biden gets asked. Here's what he says about a potential Chinese further takeover of Taiwan.
What should Chinese President Xi know about your commitment to Taiwan?
We agree with what we signed on to a long time ago, and that there's a one China policy, that Taiwan makes their own judgments about their independence. We are not moving, we're not encouraging their being independent. That's their decision.
But would U.S. forces defend the island?
Yes, if in fact there was an unprecedented attack.
After our interview, a White House official told us U.S. policy has not changed. Officially, the U.S. will not say whether American forces would defend Taiwan, but the commander-in-chief had a view of his own.
So unlike Ukraine, to be clear, sir, U.S. forces, U.S. men and women would defend Taiwan in the event of a Chinese invasion?
Yes.
So it's amazing in that interview how as Biden is sort of babbling his answer, the voiceover just takes over and says, yeah, okay, never mind what he says. The White House actually contradicts him. And so now you've got this disagreement yet again between Joe Biden and the White House, whatever that means. You've got this question about what exactly America's policy view vis-a-vis Taiwan is. There's this question of the one China policy. Again, whatever that is, that phrase has been taken to mean different things at different times over the decades. So 2 parts. 1, what is Joe Biden / the White House actually saying here? And 2, do you think that their approach is the right policy to Taiwan?
So, look, nobody knows what the hell he's saying. I got to say, when Biden talks about foreign policy, I've never seen a president like this in my lifetime, where he screws it up every day. Like he just says things. This is a guy you wouldn't let handle the remote control to your television set. He doesn't understand what he's saying. He doesn't know what he's saying. Look, that voiceover is weird. Think about it.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a president of the United States interviewed and his White House staff had to correct and retract what he said mid-interview, not even afterwards, because they're like, oh, crap. He just fundamentally changed U.S. policy towards China and Taiwan, and he doesn't know it. He has no awareness of it. It's one thing. Look, a commander-in-chief has the prerogative to change U.S. foreign policy. That's part of what a president has an ability to do, at least in significant respects, although Congress plays a major role in that also. But watching that interview, listen, it's genuinely frightening because he doesn't appreciate any of that nuance. We have an obligation by statute to support Taiwan and to support Taiwan in the face of Chinese aggression. The word support has a lot of flexibility. We have never passed legislation. We've never signed a treaty committing to send U.S. servicemen and women to fight Chinese soldiers to defend Taiwan. We've committed to support them, but what constitutes support, the statute deliberately doesn't define. And Biden is just cavalier and saying, yep, I'd send U.S. soldiers to go fight. It's not like they're talking about fighting Grenada, to fight the Chinese Red Army. That's kind of a big deal. Let's go to war. And he does it with no appreciation of it. When the White House walks it back, it makes clear that the administration is incoherent on it. And this actually, there are a lot of similarities to this discussion and the Ukraine Nord Stream 2 discussion. This president and the Democrats don't understand the difference between deterrence and acting after the fact. The best way to protect Taiwan is prevent China from going in the first place. And to do that means you want deterrence in terms of, number one, massive and cataclysmic sanctions on China, such that the penalty the Chinese would pay makes them think again, using levers of power we have that are not sending our sons and daughters to die. But secondly, preparing and equipping the Taiwanese to defend themselves.